Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight I went to Burger King to try the Monsanto Fever Dream New World Order burger called the Impossible Whopper. Here it is out of the bag. You can see they have a special wrapper. I always like when they have special packaging, as a restaurant should have for special items, especially one with a hype like this. The Impossible Whopper. Go ahead and try to unwrap this. There it is. Let's take a look inside here. You have lettuce. Seems like a little more lettuce than I usually get on the Whopper. And we have the tomato, a nice bright red one there. Onion, pickles, ketchup. I think I mentioned mayonnaise, and then of course the main event. I have to say, that doesn't really look like a Whopper patty. You see what I mean? It's like a slice of a processed meat. It's not all uneven like a hamburger would be formed. It's like a slice cut off by a machine. And then you do have the grill marks, but the color in between is not so hamburger-like as I expected. Now the aroma, there is some sort of, when it was initially handed out of the drive-through window, there was a notable pseudo flame broiled burger aroma. But when I get the nose right up on it, there is a hint of what you would recognize as a Whopper, but something else there that's not a Whopper, or like a slightly singed vegetable. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. The first thing I noticed was that the texture is chewier than a veggie burger. Those are more like a pate, which is one reason people don't like them that much. However, I immediately noticed that the smoked flame broil flavor is stronger than the beef flavor, which is not the case in a regular real beef Whopper. You really do get a beef taste. And also, this is drier than a Whopper flame broiled patty would be. I just noticed that flame broil flavor is a different character than the regular Whopper. This is made on the same equipment, flame broiled the same way, so that's important if that's of concern to you. They admit that up front on the website. But having said that, it makes me wonder if there's some additional flavor that's part of adding an aroma and trying to mask a little bit more the overall taste, because it just is so much more up front than the Whopper, which just tastes like it was something you made on the backyard grill, a more natural grill taste. This is a little more overproduced. Just zoom in there, you can see what it looks like when you take a bite out of it. Sort of like hamburger, but just not quite exactly the same.
Bob, I'm here at the Motel 3.7 in Hereford, Texas.
the beef capital of the world, where the roaches wear cowboy hats and the in-room cable only gets 3 channels of bull riding. Now, when I looked out the window a second ago, there was a tornado approaching, but I've got time enough to tell you that real men eat real meat.
Real men eat real meat.
The New World Order is coming for our guns, our V8 engines, and our hamburgers. Boy, that wind is picking up out there. That's why I'm here in Texas, recruiting cowgirl cult brides who know how to handle a gun like Annie Oakley and can bake a mean meatloaf. Beef, it's what's for dinner.
Beef, it's what's for dinner.
The toppings are all very good like they usually are at Burger King. The pickles, the onions, juicy tomatoes. A lot of juice in the tomatoes oozing out in my arm here. The bun is good as always. It's the patty that I would not probably go back for again. It just, I mean, you know, could you fool somebody? This was a cafeteria hamburger? Probably. The texture is somewhat similar, even visually somewhat similar once you bite into it. When you look at the patty itself, it does not look like a hamburger patty. It looked too much like a mechanical slice of a loaf, and as far as replacing the Whopper, this is not going to do it. And I think this is the important thing about what a channel like this can provide compared to the big newspapers and the radio stations and the other people who were given this burger 5 weeks ago to tell you about it. I remember the guy in the Washington Post, he was saying that the toppings are so much on the Whopper that he couldn't tell the difference at all. Well, let me tell you, I'm a lifelong fan of Burger King. The Whopper's probably my favorite burger, and this did not recreate the total Whopper experience for me flavor wise. The flame grill flavor is out of balance. There wasn't really any beef flavor at all, just a lot of smoky cafeteria meat flavor, mystery meat. Don't know what it is, but we know it's plant-based. And also, another real downer is the price. $7.49. That's more than a regular Whopper. I mean, you're paying more for a fake hamburger than for real beef. And vanilla shake I got $3.49, and then the Montgomery County Council greedily taking with a very real tax 66 cents for themselves. Ridiculous as usual, but let's hope they're joining their fellow banditos in the Bell, California Council in our federal penal system someday soon. Right now, I think it certainly doesn't hurt to give this a try. You'll probably want to be able to say you tried it for yourself. Would I run out desperately to get it? No. Does it replace the Whopper? No. Is the New World Order going to be successful in getting us to voluntarily give up juicy beef burgers for this or worse? This is probably pretty good compared to what they're going to try to force on you down the road. But I would say if you are a fan of the Whopper and somehow you can't eat real beef anymore, then you probably would like to see this added to the menu. It's certainly a better alternative than a veggie burger. On the other hand, a veggie burger is more natural than something that's sort of created by laboratory methods. So not a problem to have something like this once in a while. I do have questions about what the effects of putting unnatural formulations of food into your body over the long term. I just don't think it's the right thing to do. I think I lost my train of thought earlier, is that the newspapers and the TV, they all said, oh, we couldn't tell the difference. But someone like me, I can tell the difference. I would not be fooled whatsoever as though this was a an actual Whopper I was eating. This was certainly well made at my Burger King, all the fresh toppings and everything. So everything was very well prepared at the restaurant. It's just that for me, I would much rather have a real beef Whopper. If you're comparing it to the Whopper directly, I would have to give it a solid 3 stars, because it just did not totally recreate the magic of the Whopper that we all know and love. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.